Good morning. I have to find the video. Give me a second. Good morning, Lane. I was going to take today off, but I'm cool and I have a lot to talk about with this energy. It's important. So I figured I would go live. Good morning. So, I'm real into space storms if you don't know me. If you're just meeting me, I'm very into it. I consider my abilities to be energy for the most part, but I'm really able to harness these storm energies. Like, the universe always puts me to work with the space storms a lot of the time. I've learned how to kind of flow with them, right? And we have a huge energetic event that is unfolding all around us. We have like so many energies just combining right now. It's insane. It really is alchemy too when you combine these elements. I'm gonna be all over the place as usual with my talk. I want to throw something out there too. I saw a post, I forget who put it up, about the Christmas tree and where it came from. And they said it must have been for the fairies. Well, they say that the nature spirits, that they will put a tree in their house. And the star was supposed to represent the elements. So, you know, with this solstice, we have a lot going on. I think we all know that they ripped Christmas off of the solstice, you know, and from several other cultures that were already kind of had the same stories, you know, repeating throughout time. So, we have the Illuminati holiday coming up. And we have this magic. And this solstice event that they kind of geared what they do off of. Anything to drag down the frequencies of the collective coming right after it. So we can expect that Thursday, that energy is going to peak and start to feel real amazing. Friday and Saturday, we're going to have this solstice gateway that's open, that's powerful. I'm going to go into what we're going to do with that. And then a couple days later, we have Christmas. So the energy is going to kind of be real crazy through the weekend. And you can expect with Christmas, the next day comes like a real fall in the frequencies. Day after Christmas, plummet, right? It's just how it works, calendar system. Okay, so we have this solstice gateway that I want to focus on. It kind of sucks when I'm going through hard lessons because it fucks me up as a channel on very real levels. My downloads were so scrambled this morning. I'm like half downloading on the solstice, half downloading on, you know, the Freemason organization, the court I'm going to be going to, and they're just kind of all over the place. I always say negativity is real bad for me as a channel, right? I've been getting very hard lessons this year, and I know we all have too. A lot of people will be like, I'm not feeling good a lot, like my husband, and he thinks he's just the only one going through this ascension, I think. Like, you know, why am I always feeling like this? Why am I purging so much? Or whatever you're going through. We did a lot of work this year, as in anchoring in these frequencies. So much work. I had a very hard year this year too, and trust me, someone's like, oh, I've been watching you, and you've been going through such hard lessons. Don't worry, next year is going to be so easy for you. Trust me, it's going to be much harder. If anything, the lever's getting turned up on my ascension level and what I'm going through in my lessons. But hey, so we are approaching 2019. I always get the years mixed up, right? We're approaching 2019. This will make, when we enter January, this will mark our halfway point between this 2-year cycle that we're in right now. This is a cleansing phase for humanity on every level. We have an incoming galactic wave, which is really interesting because I had several people tell me they were dreaming about tidal waves. We have this huge cosmic wave of energy hitting the planet. It is basically high influx, high frequency energy, but it's also embedded with light codes that are, your body is absorbing it, and it is sending codes to your DNA, to your programming, and it is really, you know, upgrading your entire body on every level. This is one of the most powerful gateways of the year too. I know that it's the main time that people want to go to the rocks to do their stuff. I did block someone from our galactic group. It depends on what time of day you catch me at too with this stupid stuff, right? Depends on what time of day and what I'm doing in my own life as to how I react. And they were like, oh, well, you know, they were saying it's a pagan worship with us going to Stonehenge. What is pagan? I'm thinking in my own life. What is that? Anything that goes against Christianity? Is that what pagan is? I guess that they say these are pagan holidays. Well, it's funny that their Christian holidays are all based on pagan holidays. So kind of crazy to me. Just food for thought. So, I'm real excited. And then I told you guys before, someone was like, don't go to the rocks. Yes, in the Law of One, it does talk about how they are actually a negative structure, and that them placed on the ley line structure at that place makes people in this area very service of self. So there is a lot of research to show that. It's okay. We know what we're doing. So we have this powerful gateway. You can look at it like all of the elements have been coming together to help us with our ascension. They talk about earth, wind, and fire destroying the third dimension. When we were making that music video, a lot of people didn't like it, but it puts stuff in perspective when you look at the floods and the earthquakes and the tsunamis happening, and you know, California on fire, right? Last year it was like pray for every state on the West Coast. And there's a lot of things that are kind of happening. They do talk about how earth, wind, and fire are destroying the third dimension. When I was watching that video and helping edit it, it was like I'm looking at that destruction as creation, if you know me. I'm looking at, you know, the shit going up in flames, the crazy shit happening around here. You can't have destruction without new creation, new life coming from it. So, you know, we see a lot of this with these timelines. Get ready for the ultimate, not only individual timeline jump you're about to make, get ready for the most epic collective shift as well. We had to understand that the people we're learning with are affecting our timelines and where we end up. So there's a lot of power in coming together to do it in Ascension as a group. More so, I used to tell people around me and they never listened to me, right? I've told certain people in the past when I was getting ready to make my most noticeable timeline jump from the United States to the United Kingdom, I was like, you need to stay very close to me while I'm doing this jump right now. And they didn't listen, and they got lost on my timeline, right? No longer my friend. So we had to really be aware that the people around us are affecting our reality and where we end up. If you're in a shitty relationship, you're not going to go anywhere. You're just going to be stuck right there with that person. And we need to realize that the people that we're choosing to learn with, it doesn't have to be a partner. It could be your friends, your family, the people around you. They're really affecting our timelines. These timeline jumps, this one's going to be very noticeable. We're always changing in and out of dimension. Every choice we make, you know, is ending us up on a different timeline, right? If you understand the natures of reality, we're just beginning to. Sometimes when you make these big timeline jumps, these shifts, it can be very hard on your body. Sometimes people get sick, ascension symptoms. When I do it, I just feel like I can't move for a couple days. I'll be flowing crazy and running around and hella high vibe, and then I'll wake up, right? And I'm like, I can't even move for like 2 days. That's me, right? Normal ascension shifts. It can take your body a minute to catch up. You're going to handle this energy a lot better if you're rested up for it. This gateway will, and you know, they have a lot of information about it, but I understand each storm and how they form. So it's no different. Every space storm we have a porthole point, a gateway that we can use, but these are really massive ones. It's really going to open up Friday through Saturday. There's going to be like a nice 24-hour window. Friday and Saturday, you want to really be high vibe. The thoughts that you're having now are determining your future, and you're rewriting it now too, right? We can always rewrite our future. The thoughts that we're having now are helping you navigate this process, and they're going to determine what timeline you land on. Unfortunately, a lot of people are thinking about the things they don't want, the things they don't want to see, how they don't want it to go, their fears, what could go wrong. And they're continually creating these things. We can unlimit what we're thinking about and realize this is no different than a lucid dream. And if I'm in a lucid dream, I've been practicing a lot lately. If I'm in a lucid dream, in the dream realms, I'm going to use my mind to create, to manifest, to navigate through what I'm trying to do there. It's no different than here. So we need to be very careful with our thoughts. This is also wrapping up our tour of the underworld. We have a lot of Pisces and Scorpio energy. This is going to be an intense storm too. I can't wait. I love it. We have our little, they call it the black moon coming up. I'm not going to get into that until like Thursday. I'll put out something on the moon. I'm not very concerned about the moon this time. I don't have a lot. My focus is on that energy gateway. If you know me, I've been resting up for like 2 weeks. I've been hard to find sometimes, right? Harder to find, just more disconnected, off grid. I've been expert level resting up because if you know me, I'm getting hit with some hard lessons and I'm about to do some crazy shit at Stonehenge. It's gonna be like the craziest mission I've ever done, right? I'm about to go do the craziest mission. You should see my list. I can't wait to do it. So I've been resting up a lot. I know that I'm like that anyway with the space storms, that if I'm tired and ungrounded or like I'm overworked and ready for the weekend and that energy hits me, I'm not going to be able to use it as good. My body isn't going to do as good in it. So I'm just naturally tuned into these energy cycles and I know when to rest and move with the energy. So this energy is moving on all new levels. I have my court shit yesterday. Shit. This is a clear case of where the systems have failed people. Where these systems have in very real ways not only failed the people, but made a complete clusterfuck of it. So I have this stuff I'm going through yesterday, these lessons, right? And so I get my certificate from Tibet. I've only been waiting for 3 months and harassing this person every day for it for like 3 months, right? I get it in the mail. That's a miracle in itself. If you know the situation, this was a miracle, okay? So I'm all of a sudden, since I woke up yesterday, I'm seeing magic everywhere. And it's supposed to be my topic of the storm, magic. You guys should be feeling the magic all around you in the air. I said that my mother-in-law said she could feel the source energy around her crazy, and I'm sure she could when I called on all the healers and the whole universe to assist me. And so I thought that was great. We're learning how to get more tuned into this energy. You want to talk about God? All I know of God or the universe is energy. Like Nikola Tesla says, if you want to understand the universe, you need to understand what? Vibrations, energy, frequencies, and it's everything that I am about. It's probably the closest that you can get to source consciousness is this energy and using it to create, to manifest in whatever regard, feeling it, right? You're not going to have as much sight with the universe. You're going to have more of a feeling and a knowing a lot of the time. My eyes are, you get banned. Whoever wrote that comment gets banned. I need a admin immediately. Britbot. Brit, come save me. I can't today. Yeah, I'm level. Don't even get in my way. Don't get in my way. I got no time for courts. I got no time for group drama. Don't get in my way today. My eyes are different. I can do an eye lesson since this person's bringing up my eyes. I'm gonna call bullshit. So I'm very into eyes. They're the gateways of the soul. I'm gonna teach you how to do some eye reading since I have nothing to do. We want to look for the outer ring. I'm not as old of a soul as you might think. I haven't had as many lives on earth as you might think with the knowing that I brought with me. If you look at the outer ring, you can tell where someone is in the hierarchy. My husband is actually higher ranking than me in the hierarchy. And as are most everyone around me. You want to try to look at the outer ring too. When you're reading eyes, you can tell by light content. If you look at the Rothschild's eyes, well, I don't even know if they're real and what is in this reality, but if you look at pictures, you'll see there's no light in some of these people's eyes, right? Politicians. You want to look for light content in their eyes too when you're reading eyes on every level. I'm into the eyes telling you a lot about a person. I can see a lot in people's eyes too. I'm always doing Akashic readings through the eyes. And I always say that I can see a lot of extraterrestrials watching people through them or crazy shit in people's eyes. I love it. Let's talk eyes. Let's talk eyes. I'm never calm if you know me. Are you fucking kidding me? They're like, this comment. I'm never calm. I'm like a fucking hurricane if you know me in real life. I'll come rip through wherever I'm at. I'm gonna have a noticeable energy. I'm never calm. I'm never grounded. I'm always floating away. Level crazy, hopefully. Do you think this storm's about to be calm? I'm looking at the clouds outside. Do you think this storm's feeling calm yet? I just flow with the energy. I always feel what's gonna happen. So this storm's about to rip through this planet like a tornado and I can't wait. And it's making any control drama situations self-implode, aka the government, protests, everything going on around here. I can't wait for this one. You knew we would wrap up this year with a big bang on every level, so people are going to get real pissed off if they're in any control drama kind of situation, whether it's a relationship, a toxic family member, the government, right? We see that collectively. Whatever kind of control dramas are going on, they're going to self-implode right now. I was like thinking this morning, I'm like, system failure for these systems, right? We're going to see a major system failure. It's already starting to unfold in Europe in crazy ways. So, I'm not going to be calm. I'm going to rest today. I'm going to kind of rip through the planet. I'm actually going to go across Europe by myself too, which was quite an adventure last time. I had train issues. So I'm definitely not going to be chilling and calm this storm. I'm kind of about to rip through our groups like a hurricane too. I already have it all mapped out. like everything I'm going to do. I'm going to be flooding these areas with crazy content from Stonehenge, more pictures. It was wet last time. We couldn't even take a selfie. We couldn't even snap a selfie. It was like so wet. So we're going back. I'm going to be flooding these groups with the craziest energy. You guys know that if you were around that I did Stonehenge last time, the whole groups were getting high off that energy with me. Because you guys are more connected to me than you know. So we were getting real high off that energy. It was insane recharge. I can only describe it like a recharge is going on with this storm right now. Use it to recharge your energy. I'll be using this space. I like it because it's private. If I do my videos, I don't have to usually block weird people with weird comments. Like, first time all year, right? So it's smaller, it's, you know, chiller. I don't have the weird stuff going on my real feed. I know. I'm like, that person is high as fuck. Can you please mail me some weed? They're high as fuck. Yeah, these systems are going to self-implode. So we have this gateway. I'm all over the place. I'm trying to figure out what I want to put on video. We have this beautiful gateway that we can really use to change our reality for the better. We're being asked to assess what we're building right now. Reflect. Take a look around. This is a journey through consciousness, through our mind, which we all share. Right? You want to talk about a trip. You want to talk about trip. We're just kind of dreaming this all into play. Everything that we're attracting to us. And I think that's the biggest lie going on here. That we've been lied to about consciousness and how it works. And what we can do here. Because we're so limited in our beliefs still. Even just waking up, how we've been programmed to what we think is possible. I've been facing mountains my entire year. Insane ones that I couldn't even be capable of moving, but it's okay. The universe has our back and will help us with anything that we're trying to do. We have a huge nudge coming from the universe for a lot of people to take that jump, right? Fly, let go, do it, take the risk, whatever it is in your life that you need to take that risk. You know, I had to face a lot of risk, you know, going to California and coming here, that I just came to another country with no plan. No plan. You know, I never come with like resources, plans, things like that. And I just had to let go and trust that the universe has it created for me and is going to assist me with what I'm trying to do. So a lot of people really need to let go and are trapped where they're at in situations they don't like by fear. We need to really look at what we're creating. A lot of times we outgrow the people we're learning with fast. That goes for relationships, unfortunately. Sometimes you come together with someone and you do your learning and you've learned all you can off of each other. That's where I was at with my last relationship. I wasn't going to be learning anything else off of this person. It was probably really good for me in the beginning. I learned a lot, right? So we're being asked to clear the things that are no longer of a vibrational frequency to us in our lives. A lot of that is relationships, things like that, relationship patterns, if you're not in a relationship or having problems with it, the patterns that are blocking you from this, what you're manifesting, what kind of thoughts are you putting out, what are you doing to sabotage what you're trying to create. So we're being asked to really assess, you know, what kind of programming we have going on with this big, you know, tour of the subconscious until this equinox, or I keep calling it the equinox, the solstice, same thing in my world, different names, right? They should just have one name 4 times a year. Alright, so the solstice, we're being asked to re-examine the things that we're creating on every level. I say I'm building my fairy tale here. I'm trying to build my fairy tale. I have outside stuff going on. You know, we're always going to have crazy lessons and stuff like that. It's our school. Hey, what can you do, right? I'm all about changing the outcomes of things I don't like, though, through positive thoughts and intention. When you guys have stress or things like that, and that person, way off. I'm ranting about governments and courts because it's part of my mission. Just like every part of everything I'm going through, I'm supposed to be putting on camera and documenting, because I can tell that it will inspire a lot of people in our groups who are dealing with a lot of the same bullshit later. So I understand my path. Other people may not now until later, right? Until it all plays out. That's the joy of getting to watch my lessons and what I'm going through. But I will tell you, I'm on an advanced path with this ascension, and I'm getting out of here. I'm ascending. I'm going up. Whether people, you know, believe that or not, the universe knows that's true, that I'm doing this ascension. There's nothing that's going to stop us doing it this time. So I'm not stressed. I have a lot of hard lessons. That's how I get hard soul growth, though, right? I'm leveling up real fast from it, though. The universe is giving me what I need, you know, to purge myself out, too. You want to talk about purging, that'll make you purge out any fear you have or things like that when you're having a face-off with the UK government and things like that, right? So the universe is giving me what I need to do this. And this is very important that I got inserted in this situation, too. It was very much part of my path. You could tell that my husband, prior to meeting me, had put out callings for assistance with his situation, right? Had put out callings to the universe to assist him with it. Free will violations are taken very seriously. Here I am. Here I am. Apparently, a warrior was needed for this one. The universe is trying to... From months ago, I was already prepared for everything as it's playing out months ago, okay? You wouldn't believe the healing I did when I first got here, and I'm still doing. So the universe has me real prepared for my path and what's coming, and I always know what stuff's gonna happen before it happens, right? So, joys to being clairvoyant. So, I've already been getting prepared for this. This isn't time for us to back down. It's time for us to stand in our truth. I told my husband that before court. Just stand in your truth. That's all you need to do this. And it is not time for us to back out of our dreams for our fears at all. It is time for us to really unlimit what we're doing here, to understand our power that we hold as these creators of our own realities and things like that. So it's real good, the lessons I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of soul growth this year. I've been through, it's not any different than the whole year for me. I've been through the most intense lessons since I left for California that I doubt people could even grasp, to the point that I have noticed that since then I've been always learning with someone else. Like, always had someone around me, whether it was Vanessa or Marsha or any of the people around me, that the universe also has me learning with other people. I told Vanessa it's so unreal, the shit I'm seeing, that someone else had to stand witness to the same experiences too, because it's just so crazy. So, we're doing our final exams, yep? Time to wrap up your old shit. It's like high school, right? You got your old papers you didn't turn in for the year. Time to wrap them up. Time to wrap the year up. You can look at this like a school. It really is like final exams. We're going to start a new term. A new term. I would say year, but universe time doesn't work the same. So it's time to wrap up these old lessons around you. Who are your lessons? Who? I say who? People. Your lessons are always found in the people around you. Like I told my husband yesterday, I'm going to keep saying it, we need to learn how to see God in everyone. Doesn't mean that certain people aren't toxic or bad for you to be around, or, you know, won't suck your energy out, or whatever your situation is. We need to have discernment with the people around here, right? Everyone is getting hung up on unconditional love and letting, you know, people treat them badly and walk all over them and use them or whatever it is. We need to have a lot of discernment with this too. Hi, good morning. Everyone, I'm so proud of everyone wrapping this year up in these groups and these movements, and I doubt people would understand how important everyone has become in my journey with what I'm doing around here. It's insane. I am just so proud of everyone for the deep shit we've been healing. Yeah, I'm healing deep shit over here, not my own. not my own. I had to be healed myself, and at a very good place with my mind, right? I had a good grip on my mind. I thought I was like done, right? And whatever. So I'm healing some heavy shit that I doubt anyone else will ever even attempt to do. Apparently the universe always gives me the fun challenges and things I can do it though, right? I get the impossible shit sent to me. Everyone wants to heal some love and light, and they don't, you know, it's real hard with this other deep shit, I'm telling you. Right? Hi, Catherine. It's crazy. You can't just stop fighting for your kid. People won't get that either. That you just can't. You can't give up on this shit. Oh my god. We're guardians of these souls. Protectors. We're guardians of these crystal children. It is our job as indigos to fight for them. Crazy. And then I get judged on my feed. Then I got judged first thing in the morning. I wasn't even gonna go live today, but hey, right? Banned for life, I can't today. So, we're reaching a nice point with this storm. It just hit yesterday. A lot of people might not be feeling it. It's going to be real calm today. I'm going to zen out. I'm going to do my videos and disappear again. So, like literally, it'll reach a nice peak Thursday. Friday and Saturday, that gateway will open, and it's just going to be the most amazing energy. A lot of people have been going through a lot of purging and Ascension symptoms leading up to this, so that you guys would be ready for that solstice, that you guys are ready for whatever you're going through on your timeline, and everyone's about to make a shift collectively as well. So what happens when you shift into a parallel reality? Well, we're going to transcend time and space. Yeah, you don't notice it, but we're about to this weekend. I can't wait. I'm all about that. When you're making these timeline jumps, certain things could happen. You could stop aging for the rest of your life and remain the age that you're at, you know, forever, because you know that when you transcend time and you actually shift into a parallel reality, it would do something to your cells to stop the aging process permanently. I doubt people grasp that one yet. They will. It will affect your body on a lot of levels. Let's see what else happens aside from transcending time and space, which we will all do. You're going to land on another timeline in a parallel reality. A lot of people are talking about the Mandela effect. It's something I'm very familiar with at this point, just like another day, right? I'm real familiar with it at this point. Sometimes, like I said, you're not noticing the smaller shifts. You might be getting like Ascension symptoms, but people are going to notice this one. So if you shift into a parallel reality, it would be like certain things are the same, but different. But certain things are much different there, right? So there's always going to be changes. So a lot of things will be similar, but there are going to be changes. You will notice them in your reality. Everyone's going to be noticing the Mandela effect after this timeline jump, after the weekend. I can't wait. It could be like coworkers at work gone, people just gone from your reality. Your friends could just be acting like a parallel reality version of them and not even themselves, and someone you wouldn't get along with. It could infinite versions of people. It could be I don't even know, buildings gone, replaced, just major timeline glitches incoming. I want to talk about, too, I got to throw this out there, too, because I was downloading some fun stuff on it, because, you know, my court stuff, about religion, because they kind of go hand in hand. Religion is almost like a virus in this matrix. It's the major promoter of separateness in every regard, right? People fighting over the Bible in every country, killing each other, crusades, you get the deal. So that is a big obstacle too, because guess who programs people spiritually going through this matrix? The government with religion. And a lot of people, it's very hard for them to get past that. They think they're going to go to hell if they don't follow these systems and everything to a T, right? They've been really programmed, not just this life, but, you know, it's been imprinted on the collective, like on every level. So we realize that as people are getting back to themselves and, you know, their spiritual selves, that we're noticing that if religion were to fall, then the government would not have the fear of God behind their systems that they use to sustain them and keep them running, that they really use that on every level, that, you know, if you don't listen to the government, you're defying God, blah, 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 you get their spiel. So as people are stepping away from these religious institutions, we're noticing that the government is crumbling more rapidly too, because, you know, they hide behind that on every level. Good morning, Teresa. Religion is a virus. It really is. It's like a matrix virus on every level. It promotes separateness. It makes certain religions special, certain ones evil. Certain groups of people, right? Just dividing. It's really crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Their time is up. System overload, system failure coming. I can't wait. Wait till you see these protests. They're spreading like a virus too. They're spreading like a virus. Tamara and me are watching closely. She'll probably see this eventually. She says she's been dreaming about this revolution since she was a little girl. She's been dreaming about this revolution, this uprising, since she was a small child. We need to realize there's many dimensions occurring all at once. I'm usually in my own dimension with love and light and oneness, and I try to avoid those aspects of this reality in person, right? So, you know, there's a lot of people living in different dimensions, and the third dimension is falling apart. I said it before, it's really going into more of a state of separateness. You're seeing more poverty, more people not giving a fuck. You know, just whatever's going on there, it's amplifying, like on every level, to try to push people to evolve out of it. Hi, Brownie. Good morning. I'm just smoking, chatting. We're talking about the energy gateway. We're all going to use it to shift to a better reality, a better timeline, right? You want to talk about a porthole? You want to talk about sci-fi kind of stuff? That is our reality. You need to unlimit what you think is possible. All those sci-fi movies, yeah, they were kind of built on truth. So we really need to unlimit it. This energy is powerful. The problem is some people will start purging, and then they'll start releasing thoughts and negative thinking patterns and stuff like that, and it can really get in the way with us trying to manifest. This energy's flowing crazy. I've been using it to manifest crazy because I have to manifest our Stonehenge trip that we're doing, and a lot of other stuff kind of coming to me at once. So I've been really taking advantage of this storm energy to use it to get the shit wrapped up in my life that I need to get done on new levels. So, you know what, I felt the past couple days, today included, will be a really good day to lay around and daydream. Yeah, I was laying around and dreaming up things I want or wanted to do, right? So a lot of people, if you're tired and you need to rest, at least be daydreaming, thinking about things that you want, right? You can get more done actually laying around and daydreaming than you can trying to run around with this energy. More dreaming, please. More water. There, like I said, there's a cosmic wave of energy hitting, and it's very dehydrating to us. You don't really notice, right? But it is very dehydrating to our energy. More water. I've been trying to chug a ton of it. So it is kind of dehydrating. People get grumpy and can't handle the energy when you get dehydrated. It's like the same effect chemtrails have on us, right? They dehydrate us. It makes people drop in frequency. The more hydrated you are, the higher frequency you'll be able to hold. I was real high vibe. That guy's high as fuck. I was so high vibe at that court yesterday. I was getting syncs everywhere, right through the people talking around me and seeing crazy shit. I was so high vibe, right? You wouldn't believe how high vibe we were in that place. You wouldn't believe the spiritual energy we carried in there with us too. It was fucking insane to experience. It really was. It was crazy. So crazy. So I'm feeling amazing this storm, right? I've been doing a lot of purging, healing, the same drama here, right? Nothing new. Healing, purging, releasing. I know my husband has a lot of healing to do too, and he really has been doing so much healing the past 6 months. Yes, we need a movie list. We need a movie list, please. We're gonna make a movie list in the group. Someone sent me a book list. I'll try to put it up too. I'm real excited to look at it. I don't read books, but I want to gift books to someone I'm trying to wake up. Change your thought process. So if you realize we were dreaming right now, yeah, it just feels real dense. Give it time. Give it time, okay? Crazy things are happening with our bodies and the energy. Give it time. But if you realize every thought you had was going out, forming your reality, the dreamscape, everything that is coming to you, your experiences, navigating, moving you where you want to go, we would stop thinking anything negative. And we're always thinking such negative thoughts about ourselves, myself included, when we would never give our friends advice like that, right? Like, right, I can't do it, it won't work out, whatever it is getting in our way, right? Our self-talk. And you would never, if your friend came to you and was like, me, I have this court shit going on. People are like, don't worry, it will go good, right? Don't worry, it'll go good. Whatever it is. And those aren't the kind of thoughts we're having a lot of the time when we're facing our fears and purging them out on whatever level. And, so it's really important that we get a grip on our minds. We're mind, body, soul complexes. We are not this body and we're not our thoughts either. We are that soul. But while we're using these vehicles, we need to understand that our mind is controlling our bodies, our health, everything to do with it. If I'm telling myself I'm sick every day, it will make me sick. Fast. If I'm telling myself I'm healthy and cool, it'll make me healthy and cool. Your subconscious cannot tell the difference between sarcasm and reality. It can't tell the difference between the television shows you're watching and reality either. It's taking it in like a real experience too. So it's going to create those emotions that you would feel going through a similar experience. If I'm watching someone get raped and killed on television, my subconscious is actually taking it in as reality, and it is going to produce those chemicals as if I was observing these events, you know, right in front of me. It's not going to be able to differentiate. And we become very desensitized to things like that through our television, movies, right? Just another day on television. And the ads that we're putting in, it's all programming us on every level. It is helping us perceive our reality with anything we're taking into our mind, our body, our soul, whatever it is. It's really affecting us. People have no idea the effects that these kind of traumas have on our body. So you could be watching a trauma on television and it's going to have the same effect as you going through a trauma in your body. If you're thinking about past traumas, then it will bring back up those chemical reactions in your body as if you were going through it again. Your brain cannot differentiate between a memory, a thought, and reality here. It's no different. There's no separateness. So, if we're thinking about past traumas, you're putting yourself through those experiences again and again. It's why they love talk therapy in the Matrix. If they can just get everyone to talk about their shit and their traumas and their problems, oh my god, problem solved for the elite, right? It's the worst thing that you could do with healing, to revisit these things. You are not your experiences. We were asleep and couldn't manifest for shit. Sorry, why don't you try to create on epic low frequencies, right? Why don't you try to create your dream reality on low frequencies with your body full of garbage and toxins and poisons and just everything going on around you, the people around you? Yeah, right. So as our vibration is increasing, it is increasing our abilities to manifest. Your spiritual gifts are getting heightened as the frequencies are going up on this planet. You wouldn't believe how tuned in I am. Like yesterday, I knew that the UK government ripped me off on another form and that I was getting my passport in the mail today. Just got it, right? Just saw they ripped me off again. It's like the 4th form they've ripped me off on, and I gotta go fill another form out. They take my cash and don't give me my shit. You know, another day in the UK, right? But you wouldn't believe how tuned in I'm feeling and how I just know this stuff and I'm tuned into it or whatever. So as the frequencies are going up, it's really good for our abilities. We can't do this ascension overnight. It would kill us. I always ask if people have died trying to ascend. I think they have. Buddha, Jesus, every ascended master before us. Food for thought. They did do an ascension through death if they did ascend, I don't know. So, it's very hard on your bodies to be doing this. That's why we're gradually releasing the toxins and the things that are going on. I've been detoxing for years with the entire vitamin list and doing everything herbally that I can for my ascension. It doesn't matter. Your body is like a filter. It's going to pull out all the garbage from your soul that you've been carrying around for so long, especially in Earth, this cycle. And all this shit is coming to the surface and it's being released through your body like a filter. That's why it's very important to take the chlorella, because, you know, we're made of mostly water and chlorella will filter us out. I'm seeing people on my feed that this lady's like, I just had chemotherapy for like 3 years. And I'm thinking, oh my god, because I had chemotherapy as a kid too, right? Yeah, then the poison stays in your body and will kill you again later. So it's really important that we're detoxing our livers. That's the connection to the etheric. I don't care if you never took a pharmaceutical, you never ate GMO food, or you think that you don't need to detox. We all do. And that chlorella is powerful for what we're doing with our ascension. It will help filter out that garbage so much faster and painlessly. So, We really have to keep detoxing, keep doing this spiritual work. I think that you can never sleep with the moon, so I'm trying to gauge my sleep tonight, right? Looking at the calendar, trying to gauge our sleep. So I can never really sleep good with the full moon energy, but you should sleep good tonight, and then the rest of the month you'll start to have really crazy lucid dream experiences. We're learning how to become lucid and navigate in the dream world before we can here. So you guys are practicing in your sleep too, that you guys are becoming more lucid in your dream experiences, and you're learning how to practice manifesting there too, because you have to master that reality before you can master this one. This one's kind of hard, right? Mind blocks, mental aspects that we've been indoctrinated with. So we're learning how to navigate that. I love it. Make sure when you give people chlorella, you tell them to stick to the 1,000 milligrams a day. I saw in a lot of the different brand bottles, they tell you to take like 3,000 milligrams a day. It'll probably kill you. It's not advisable. I've seen someone overdose on it, and 1,000 milligrams is the best dose. If you take more, it won't detox you faster. I'm reading the comments before I get off of here. So I wish I could tell you your next year is going to get easier. Well, it will in your physical reality. But, you know, this is a hard process, this ascension, with what's going on energetically. And I keep telling you guys these storms are going to intensify. We're getting ready for eclipses. Yep, eclipses. I don't know when or how many. I think in January. I don't know. We're getting ready for some eclipses too. So I have to send out some crazy love. I don't send out pain to I'm going to keep ranting about that guy with the comment. I don't send out pain via feed. It's not me. I'm not feeling pain in my life. I'm feeling great. I'm sending love out, just to clarify. I'm sending lots of love out. I wanted to get on here and send some energy out. I got to do my real feed so I can tell people about my Stonehenge activations too. I need some more time to try to promote it. So I will be doing a real feed after this. Everyone got lucky, or I would be taking the day off. My pyramid room is looking awesome. I put like the little fairy door up in there. I thought my husband might kill me, but he was cool with it. I was gonna just act like I didn't know where it came from, right? Where did this come from? I don't know. Maybe the fairies left it. Who knows? It's looking awesome. I'm waiting for this stupid meditation pillow I ordered like 2 months ago that I'm stocking daily, coming from India. Fucking Royal Mail. So, and that's like what I need for this pyramid, and I'll be doing lives in there as soon as I get it. So I'm renovating my house, aka my pyramid, and I got this dope meditation pillow. It needed to be a certain size. They only had it in this weird country. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been making my space more sacred, right? You want to make your space real sacred, so it's like a temple when you walk in your house. Your house has a frequency too, and it'll really affect your frequency. So, you know, hey, I'm not anxious and stressed like that guy said. I started cleaning next level. Like when my husband got arrested, I went and cleaned the whole downstairs, and this is a big house, cleaned the whole downstairs floors on my hand and knees. I felt a lot better after. And then I did that again before I went to court, right? I got any of that anxiety out, expert level cleaning this house. I did a real good cleansing. He put up he's all depressed after court picture on his feed, and I noticed looking at it, I put it in the Reiki group, that from the light there was crazy rainbow lights. And last night he's like scrolling on the Facebook feed, and he says he's very interested in our orb photography, because if you look at our aura photos, I don't think people realize how badass these groups are and the energy is in them. And I'm explaining to someone this morning that I'm always in awe of the light workers that I'm drawing to me on my mission. Yeah, the people that are woke as fuck, light workers, are willing to sacrifice for the good of all, amazing souls around here. So I have people do those aura photos, and the light sucks on the whole planet right now, right? We're in the underworld, we're in the darkness. Wait till we start to get some light around here. Because even in Australia, they don't have good light. We're going to get some light. And wait till it's like springtime and you start to see all of our energy blinging around here. It's going to be over the top. So I'm always tracking my progress. You guys know I went from violet flame aura to rainbow real fast, and I'm still working on my energy and transforming and doing my stuff over here and rebuilding, right? So you don't realize how the amazing things people are catching in these pictures, like orbs, angels, fairies, just your own energy is insane anyway with the colors showing up. I don't think people realize that most of humanity is on the first 3 chakras. They would be in red, orange, and yellow frequencies. So just the fact that we're getting the crazy colors around here, right, heart chakra and above, they're just so amazing. I'm all about catching crazy stuff on film, too. There's no sun here in the UK, ever. Illuminati programming. And when you don't have sun, people get sick. You want to talk about flu season, more like deprivation of light season. Yeah, amazing energy around here. It's powerful when you can even get together for a coffee and a chat or align with anything. It's so powerful, and I feel so much oneness and love in our areas, right? I always tell people if they're sick, go to the Reiki wall or just anything, right? When I have a crisis, I'm on the Reiki wall, and you wouldn't believe the support and the love and, you know, energy exchanges going on around here. I go to, someone made a post like, you don't know how enlightened you are until you try to go Christmas shopping. I like when I'm in that area and I'm like, I went to the mall last week, all I'm feeling is heart chakra pain and separateness and the division going on and people starving and freezing on the street and other people are walking by to go get their Armani shit. And it's just such division going on, and I couldn't wait to get back to my own little world over here, right? Which I'm feeling oneness and harmony and alignment with the universe and people coming together and vibing and getting along and having fun and laughing and whatever, right? It's just like, oh, well, the dimensions are becoming very apparent that, you know, we're falling more and more out of frequency with the third dimensional reality and more into focus with, you know, ourselves and our consciousness group. Yeah, you don't know how enlightened you are till you spend Christmas with your family. Right? You don't know how enlightened you are till you try to go do Thanksgiving and holidays with your family, right? If you're at a high frequency, you can make other people uncomfortable with your energy that are lower frequency, because if they're around you, they could start purging out garbage, could start thinking about old shit, things that they haven't healed start to come to the surface. Our energy tends to make people very uncomfortable that are choosing not to heal. I have noticed, right? My energy is making a lot of people in Matrix very uncomfortable yesterday too, trust me. I don't know, I tried to stay invisible. I tried to put myself in blue light and stay invisible, but some people can see. I always have more concern about those who can see me in the Matrix too. I always say negative entities can see us real good, and the sleepers can't so much, right? You could really tell who could see me in that courtroom and who couldn't. Alright, I'm getting off of here. I'm gonna do a real crazy big epic feed too, I have to. So, we're going to talk gateway, using it to shift to your reality. Please daydream about things you could never do, things you couldn't afford, right? Vacations you could never go to. Shit that has ridiculous price tags. I don't even care. I saw Michelle put a post up about wanting to go to Peru to do ayahuasca. Sounds amazing, right? Probably unrealistic for me. Great, perfect, manifest it. This was all unrealistic to me in my limited reality too. We're going to the rocks. You can do it. And trust me, we need to stop letting money get in the way of what we're trying to create. It doesn't work like that. So if you think about something and dream up what you want to do, the universe will make sure you get the money to do it. So we always put money first. Like, I can't do anything. I have no money, right? That's where we get stuck. Well, you need to dream up what you want to do, and the universe will align and figure out the hella cash issues or whatever. So we need to really aim higher, start to really think about what we would do in our dream life. If there was no blocks, obstacles, if you could just create anything you want right now. I have to remind myself of that too, because these fuck-face courts want me to create our own demise, right? All that they do, they're like a virus too. These archonic systems, cops, courts, right? All that they do is put a negative seed in your mind, and you'll think about it, and you'll create your own demise. I had to explain that to my husband, that if you lower your frequency there, if you get angry, then there you go. They made you dark, right? So it's what they do. So I had to think, you know, if I didn't have all that bullshit, what do I really want to do with my life? This is my dream. What am I going to do this year with my life? And I had to really think about that. And I'm not going to let any of the bullshit and others trying to impose their will on my reality into it. So make sure that you guys are not getting hung up on the negativity around you. It's always going to be occurring with these lessons going on with so many people simultaneously. Make sure you're thinking about what would your dream reality look like. Don't think about the cash. If you had £1 million, what would your reality really look like? I think that it would look a little bit different than a lot of what we're putting out the thoughts for now with our bank account statuses. So really try to unlimit yourself. Think about, what would you do with your dream life if you could go anywhere, do anything, right? And it will manifest. This is a powerful storm to do it too. We're going to wrap up with this crazy energy. I'm excited. If you can, try to rest more today. Drink more water. Get more sleep tonight. You might not sleep so good this weekend with the full moon energy. I don't get the same sleep. So try to rest up more today, drink more water, and, put everything on hold in your life. Time to assess, time to think about where you're at, what you could be doing better with your reality, right? What you would like to change, what isn't working out, what is working out good. What's in alignment with you right now? What is no longer in alignment with you? Try to really reassess, maybe take a break, take a time out to look at your life and to think about what you really want to create. A lot of people feel like they're locked in with their timelines and where they're at, but we have a blank slate with this new year. Yep, blank slate. You can create anything you want. It's like starting school. We're going to pick out our courses, right? What happens when you go to high school? You probably start a new year and they say, okay, you got a new year to go to school. What classes do you want? Pick out your shit. That's where we're at. You have a blank slate, right? We're going to wrap up what we're doing before this equinox. So you'll wrap up your old bullshit lessons before the 21st, and it is time that we decide, what do you want to do? Senior year, getting ready to graduate. What do you want to do in Earth School this year? And really just think about it. You have a blank canvas to create anything that you want right now. If you're not feeling that way, let go of some more of the stuff around you. If it's meant to be, it'll come back to you. You don't understand that about people and lessons, right? Try letting go. Try letting go if you don't like your situation. If it's meant to be, it'll come back to you, right? If you love something, let it go. See if it comes back. Something like that. More letting go of whatever's working. You can just let go your whole life. People are so afraid of it, but a year ago I had to decide what I wanted to do, and I looked around my life. I remember looking around my life and thinking, I built all of this. I built all this. So why should I not want to leave when I built this life anyway? Why not leave and just rebuild again, right? Why not just do it again? I did this. I built all this. It's going good. I'm not really liking my situation. Why not just leave? I had to explain to my husband I hit the reset button several times this year, twice. Very over the top on my entire life. I was explaining to his mom, I said, that I had to buy all new shit when I came here. Like, I had to leave all my stuff and start over, like, from ground zero, like a suitcase of clothes from ground zero. And, I'm here building and restarting my life. Why not? Well, I've shifted into an entirely different reality now than I was in a year ago. One I like a lot better, right? One I like a lot better. So a lot of people are looking around like, I don't want to let go of this life. It took me so long to get here. You wouldn't believe when you do let go how fast you can create something better. A lot of times people are getting held back by the people that they're in relationships with, not understanding if you let go, you can go so much further than the person that you're in a relationship with when you let go by yourself. It's a lot of this process. So more assessing where you're at, more letting go of fear. I'm seeing people being forced to do a reset. I'm seeing people's houses burn down. Yep, Allie, I saw it again on our movement wall. Someone else, electrical fire. I was thinking, I bet. When the universe rips through your life like Iva, right? And just fucking destroys your shit with water or fire or whatever. It can happen. People are not realizing how temporary all of this is in our situations. If we can't make these timeline jumps, the universe will make us. So many people are so concerned about the material and losing their house and their cars and their shit over relationships that are killing them and draining them or whatever it is. Time to release, time to let go, time to make that jump. Aim bigger. All right, letting you go.